Talking about AI in your future. What does your future possibly look like, and what does the future of AI look like? Well, let's talk about it. This is a hot button subject right now, and we're seeing it's kind of like 50-50. There's a lot of people that are really anti-AI right now and are pushing against it, and younger generation has fully adopted it and are using it every single day, and it's almost seamlessly integrated into their lives, especially students. So that's where it's headed. But what are the possibilities? Let's do a thought experiment here and think about what are some use cases that are beyond just, the language learning models like Grok and ChatGPT and this kind of stuff. Like, there's so many other things. There's talk about like robotics and how that could look. There's talk about brain chips, Musk's Neuralink. Cluely is growing really quick right now. If you haven't heard of Cluely, it's basically a young founder, sharp dude, got kicked out of Harvard and Columbia, but really sharp dude. And he created a AI software that reads your screen so you could basically, quote unquote, get help with interviews or meetings over Zoom or whatever, or they say cheat on it, to where it reads your screen, it reads the conversation, it listens in to help you know what you're doing, and then it makes you look way smarter than you are, because it'll give you prompts without having to be prompted and give you information based on what's on your screen. So if there's a conversation happening over Zoom, whether it's like a job interview, you're trying to get a job, it will give you answers for those questions based on that. It look like the most intelligent person in the world. So like, we're kind of moving that direction. There's this chase for like super intelligence, and super intelligence would be like your intelligence with an artificial intelligence, and they're working hand in hand together, and it'll eventually get to the point where there's no more prompting necessary, where you don't have to prompt it, because either your brain will prompt it or it'll automatically prompt itself based on the environment, the context, and everything else that you hear and see. Fascinating, right? And terrifying, to be honest. So I'm a big proponent of AI. I think that it's a great tool. We use it daily. We have AI agents that are working so well right now. And I hate to say this, but to be honest, they're doing so much better than a lot of the teams and employees were doing with like lead management. They're doing so much better. The customer service, the friendliness, the speed, the booking rates. It's ridiculous. It's so good. But I think about it in like so many other ways. I don't know if you're like me, but I hate traffic. Like, I cannot stand driving in traffic. Driving down the road the other day, I was thinking, there's all these cameras in the traffic light systems. You have the government cameras, and then you have the police cameras on all these lights and these sensors. Eventually, AI will work its way into the camera systems to better regulate, so you're not sitting at a light that's red with no traffic coming for 5 minutes, because AI has predetermined the best amount of time for that light to be green, where the traffic is heading, and it's predicting traffic patterns. So that way traffic moves more efficiently. I believe we could shave 10 minutes off our commute everywhere we go if it's like within less than an hour. But then that's only one step, because then the next thing is flying cars, airplanes that are using AI to fully automate the flight experience. And you're flying with maybe one pilot instead of two, and they're just managing the AI instead of actually managing the airplane, and the AI is the one flying the airplane. It's going to be wild to see what happens. And the crazy, interesting thing to me, half scary a little bit, honestly, is that it's moving so quick. Think about the launch of, what was it, like OpenAI's ChatGPT was like less than 2 years ago, and the speed at which things are progressing is really insane. Look at the internet. The internet's been around, 30 something years, I think, somewhere around there. And look at how our lives have completely gone online. So Netflix came out and we lost Blockbuster, right? Smartphones came out and it changed the way we interact with each other and friends, because social media was born, right? And so look at how technology changes things over time. And a lot of the big questions people are asking right now, well, how is AI going to change the world we live in? Well, maybe you're going to have like an AI housekeeper, right? That'll clean your house, cook your food, and do all that stuff, like a house manager. I don't know. But there's so many different use cases that are being developed, prototyped, in beta. We do have flying cars, by the way. I don't know if you knew this, but there's There was a demo just recently of a flying car. I think it was in the Tampa area. So these things exist and it's happening. It's only a matter of time before things get really good, really fast and things get rolled out. And even though there's a lot of pushback, there's no stopping it, right? Because adoption will happen no matter what. The internet at first, when it first came out, the adoption was slow. And then all of a sudden the .com boom and everybody was online and everything went online. And so retailers like Amazon are crushing it. And, 30, 40 years ago, you would never even thought about that. So that's the way AI is going to be, but it's going to move 10 times faster. And it's going to be so much more seamless. And it's going to be integrated into pretty much everything because you'll have your smart homes with AI integrated into it. Travel, vehicles, flying, trains, buses with AI, maybe autonomous integrated into it. Like I said before, the traffic light system is somewhere I think desperately needs it, honestly. Every online tool, what's in your pocket, and eventually wearables, right? Because you'll have, if you're wearing a watch or sunglasses, instead of interacting with your phone, maybe you'll be interacting with a visual screen out in front of you. Don't be afraid of it. Yeah, it's moving really fast. It's not so fast that it's crazy, like it's going to take over and eat the world and the sun's going to disappear in the next 5 years or anything like that. But just be aware of what's going on, pay attention to it, learn it, don't be intimidated by it. It's actually really cool. There's a lot of things you can do. We use it all the time in business and we're definitely pro AI. It's a huge tool that I think is here to stay. And I think it's just, I don't think it's the end game as far as technology. I think this technology will lead to other technology that'll be even bigger than this. But this is probably the biggest technology breakthrough we've had in our generation, which is absolutely game changing. So anyway, if you want more content like this, do me a huge favor. Drop a subscribe and a like, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.